Hello, my name is Ugly Brendan Urie, and today I'm reviewing the new Issues album, Headspace. Alright, so I usually start my reviews by saying, oh, Issues is a metalcore band from blah 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 blah, but why would you have ever clicked on this video if you didn't know who Issues were? You want to know about Issues? Read a book! Anyways, the record. The first thing I'm going to propose is this. Is Headspace a better record than Issues' self-titled album released in 2014? Absolutely not. And that's all I have to say about this album. Seriously though, the self-titled album is one of my favorite records of all time. Front to back, that album is loaded with incredible hooks, great breakdowns, and fantastic production. I feel like everybody knew that Issues weren't going to live up to the hype or quality of their self-titled release with their sophomore effort, Headspace. But we're not going to let that take away from how great this record actually is. Issues keep at it with their pop-infused metalcore and have come back with an incredibly strong sophomore effort. Here we get a lot more grooving bass rather than heavy chugging, which actually might be better for the band. On the self-titled record and on the Black Diamonds EP, we heard a much more streamlined metalcore sound, which pretty much could have landed Issues on any metalcore tour they ever could have wanted to in the past 4 years. Now, don't mistake that as a diss to the band, because they really do have an incredibly unique and fresh sound. They just kind of fell into the tropes that all of the mainstream metalcore bands have in the past couple of years, like, scream, verse, clean chorus, scream, verse, clean chorus, breakdown, clean chorus, song structure for pretty much every song. But Issues have not completely ditched the heavy sound. They do have tracks like Blue Wall, which is a mosh-tacular track, which features no cleans whatsoever. We even get some guttural screams from the guitarist AJ on this record. But for the most part, Headspace brings the fucking groove. The first track released months ago, The Realist, really set the tone for what the whole album was going to be, and I think this is really paving the future of Issues as a band. Instrumentally, this record really has a vibe familiar to the instrumental bands in the scene, like Polyphia or Chan. I mean, The Realist even has a bass solo in it. This record has a huge emphasis on melody, and the big game changer that I see here on this album is that the screamer, Michael, also my name, can fucking sing. So now it's super unpredictable whether or not Michael's going to sing a line, he's gonna rap a line, he's gonna scream a line, he's gonna snort a line. You never know what's gonna happen. This just adds such a great new element to every song on this album. And I will repeat, this dude can sing. I mean, especially the pre-chorus on Coma, he absolutely kills it. But that's enough praise for this album. Let's talk about the shit I hate. To start, let's discuss the track Young and Dumb, spelt like this. That's how they spell it on the album. I'm gonna put it there. It's gonna pop up. It's gonna pointing to. Yeah. So we're already off to a really bad start with this song, but I mean, Issues have had really terrible and stupid song titles before, so I mean, this track really can't be that bad, right? The song starts and we get what sounds like a harmonica or fiddle lead, which has a real country feel to it, but it really does sound like the synth that Scout usually plays at the beginning of tracks. So because it already sounded so close to something that Issues would have normally have done at the beginning of the track, it really didn't bother me that much. It's when we get to Michael's pre-chorus that I really started to get nervous with this track. Michael sings his line, it's fine, everything is fine, I'm fine, we're all feeling fine. And then we hear this douche bro country voice come in and go, turn it up loud. And the last thing I'm gonna do when someone tells me that is turn it up loud. I turned it down and I was pretty much done with that track. I was done with it. But I mean, I wasn't done with it right on the spot like that. I had to give the rest of the track a chance because, I'm not that terrible of a human being. And I just assumed that it had to get better, right? Nope. Right after the second chorus, we get this really sweet moment where we have these crazy drums where they're slamming on the toms. Michael comes in and it sounds like it's just leading up to this epic breakdown. And I was like, here it comes. The first good breakdown of the album. Nope. We get a straight up pop country break. Exactly what I wanted to hear on an Issues record. Except, no, that's the exact opposite of what I wanted at that moment. I wanted a sweet breakdown to completely redeem this track, but they did the exact opposite of what I could ever possibly want to hear in a song I would ever listen to in my whole fucking life. I consider myself a lover of music, and it's really hard for me to say that I hate anything involving music. It's really, really difficult for me to say that. But if I had to pick one style of music to hate, it's douche bro country. I think pop country is one of the absolute worst trends in the history of music, and it's just something that I'm never going to get behind. I'm also not a big fan of the repeated line of cheap shots and alcohol in the song Rank Rider. I mean, it's still a listenable track, but it's just like it's old really fast, and yeah, I'm not crazy about it. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the great tracks on this album. I'm going to give you my top 3 songs, I guess in order. Yeah, in order. Okay. Coma, Blue Wall, Slow Me Down. Coma has the potential to be my absolute favorite song I've ever heard from Issues. With the super powerful chorus, maybe the most powerful chorus I've ever heard from this band. I don't think a day has gone by since this single's dropped that I haven't jammed this song really hard. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna put a link to the video. I'm gonna maybe I'll put like a thing here where just click on it, pause this video, listen to it. You don't even have to come back to this video. Just listen to this song and enjoy it, because I really cannot stress how much I love this song and how great I think it is. Welcome back. Holy shit, do I love that song. Great melody, great singing by Michael. Like I mentioned before, that pre-chorus is just top notch. Awesome riff, great bridge, perfect Issues track. Moving on to Blue Wall, the album's heaviest track. It seems like Issues has been listening to a lot of Stray from the Path recently, because this song is about, you guessed it, police injustice. Blue Wall pretty much proves that if Issues wanted to be a straight up gent metal band, they could absolutely do it. Like, they can make a whole album that sounds like this and absolutely kill it, because this song is sick. This just proves how incredibly talented Issues are. I mean, the variation in tracks on this record is just astonishing. Headbang to this ripper if you're a fan of heavy jams. Issues never let down with album finishers, ever. Whether it's Disappear on the self-titled record, Her Monologue on the Black Diamonds EP, or even the acoustic version of The Worst of Them on the acoustic album EP, whatever you want to call it. They never let down with their album closers, and Slow Me Down is no different. Slow Me Down is another one of Issues' best songs they've ever written, with that same super emotional feel that every album closer always have, just leaving you with just the right taste in your mouth when you're done listening to this record. This hook is going to be stuck in your head for weeks, maybe even years, if you're not dead soon. The final verdict is, go listen to this album. I made a video recently saying why I'm not going to give albums scores anymore, so I'm just kind of like, I'm just talking about them. So all I'm going to say is, listen to this album. Buy it, hold it, love it, kiss it. Doodles.